Welcome to WNKX live on YouTube, Facebook, and the Access Tennessee app. I'm Josh Copley alongside Ron Puckett, and we are back home tonight inside J.E. Cisco Memorial Gymnasium at Hickman County High School as your Hickman County Bulldogs are set to do battle with the Waverly Central Tigers. Lady Dogs versus Lady Tigers coming up soon. We are now 4 minutes away from tip-off here from inside J.E. Cisco Memorial Gymnasium as the Hickman County Lady Bulldogs and the Waverly Central Lady Tigers are about to do battle. Hickman County enters in tonight 13-4, an impressive record, one of the best starts a Lady Dog basketball team has had in some time, coming off of a big-time win over Riverside 75-52, which puts the Lady Dogs 1-0 in the district. And those games always feel just a little bit more important. Any way you can find it, you got to win those, and that's exactly what the Lady Dogs were able to do on Friday night on the road in Decatur County. Hickman County looking to build some momentum, keep riding the wave, if you will. And last Friday, their win was spearheaded by Haley Gordon, a senior leader on this team who is shooting lights out. And we know that whenever she's on, she is on, and she is a tough player to stop. And if she keeps playing like that, Waverly is going to be in for a long, long night tonight. But there is a lot of talent on this Hickman County team. Any one of these young ladies can contribute and step up big time on any given night. And it should be a good one on this January 12th, Monday evening. And once again, we welcome you. Thank you for joining in, whether it be through YouTube, Facebook, or as we have officially announced earlier in the day, we have launched the Access Tennessee app. And if you have a Roku TV, you can go search on the apps, type in Access Tennessee, download it, and you are just 2 clicks away from being able to watch your Hickman County Bulldogs or Lady Dogs on the big screen. It's a huge development for us here at WNKX and Access Tennessee, and we're looking to bring you Hickman County sports through any means necessary, through different access points, and we're so happy to announce this, and we're looking forward to seeing how we can continue to grow in the future, but it wouldn't be possible without all of you watching. It wouldn't be possible without Matthew Dotson and his AV class for helping us lead these productions, these live streams, and it certainly wouldn't be possible without the wonderful partnership we have here with Hickman County High School, the technical department, the administration. Everyone's been so easy to work with. It's truly been an awesome ride here for us at WNKX, and we're looking to keep it rolling. And that continues, of course, here tonight. Our producer for the evening is going to be Hickman County senior and Hickman County athlete John Michael Lewis. And I mentioned earlier that I'm going to be joined by Ron Puckett, and I wasn't lying to you, but he will be a little bit delayed here tonight because he is caught up in an education board meeting. You know how it goes. So as soon as he arrives, he'll hop right on the headset and we'll get things going. But we have just over 60 seconds to go until tip-off. Both teams beginning to clear the floor, and we're going to have the playing of our national anthem, the invitation, and the starting lineups. It is once again time for hoops in Hickman County, coming your way here in a few moments.
This broadcast of Friday Night Lights on WNKX is brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas Hickman Hospital. MLEC and ML Connect, your trusted source for power and broadband. Pizza Hut of Centerville. McDonald Funeral Home and the McDonald Family. Heritage Bank and Trust and Three Rivers Community Health Group in Lyles. We appreciate these trusted local businesses for making this broadcast possible. We will return in just a moment.
You will please stand for the invitation offered by Aiden Weber. Remain standing for the pledge of our national.
Please God. Heavenly Father, thank you for this day that you have blessed us to be able to come out and play the sport of basketball. Father, be with all the players and keep them safe. Father, thank you for all the blessings that you give us each and every day and help us to be safe on our way back home. Father, thank you for your son Jesus and forgive us for our sins. Stand up for them.
The national anthem has concluded, and tonight's invitation was led by sophomore at here at Hickman County High School, Aiden Weber. And now it's time for the introduction of the starting lineups for both of these squads. Now, earlier we briefly touched on the success that the Hickman County Lady Dogs have been having this season. Of course, they are 13-4 with an overall record, and then they are 1-0 in the district following their win over Riverside on Friday night. But it's been a bit of a different story for the Waverly Central Lady Tigers. They are currently 5-13. They have been sputtering a bit as of late, and they are 0-1 in their respective district. But as we know, a win over a rival, especially on the road in a hostile environment like J.E. Cisco Memorial Gymnasium, can do wonders for your morale, for your confidence, and it might boost these Waverly Lady Tigers going forward in the season. And we know anything can happen on any given night. Hickman County, regardless of what their record shows, they're going to have to come out here tonight and play their game. They're going to have to play a complete, consistent 4 quarters of basketball, as we've seen them play already several times this year. Of course, Hickman County is led tonight by the junior, number 20, Ava Floyd. And Waverly is led tonight by number 10, Carly McLemurray, one of their prime ball handlers, one of their big-time playmakers. But both of these teams have talent. Both of these teams have the ability to win. But who's going to want it more here tonight? Tigers versus Dogs, tip-off. And it's Kramer, tips it out to Floyd. Ava drives off the glass, a quick 2 for Hickman County. The starting lineup for your Hickman County Lady Dogs: number 3, Haley Gordon; number 30, Zoe Chilton; number 2, Carly Everett; number 23, Bailey Kramer; and number 20, Ava Floyd. So the starting 5 that we're used to seeing from these Hickman County Lady Dogs. Already an early whistle, a violation, and a turnover. Again, a special thank you to our student-led production crew here tonight, our producer, John Michael Lewis, and on camera is Joseph McCauley. Ava, top of the key, floats it. Kramer, high post out to Everett. Dribbles in strong, high shot, too much on it, and an easy board for the Lady Tigers. It was Harper Rhodes with the board. Now Waverly trying to answer Hickman County. Nearly a turnover, but they get it back out up top. Everett playing close to the hip. Driving in now is to get back out up top. Now to the wing. Some quick passes here, but not a lot of space opening up for these Lady Tigers. Now McLemurray tries to drive inside baseline, lost the handle, looking for her teammate out, looking for number 00, Tinley Maples, but the pass gets away out of bounds into the lap of the Lady Dogs on the Hickman County bench. And it's Hickman County ball yet again. Kramer, high post, out to Floyd. Ava goes left, back to Kramer. Gordon up top. Dribbles in strong, pulls, mid-range, 2, and it falls in. A high bounce off that rim, but it finds the bottom of the net all the same. 4-0 Lady Dogs here early. McLemurray near the logo, guarded by Floyd. She goes left to the wing. Gives out to a teammate. Dribbles right as Rhodes and gives way. And Gordon tried to jump the passing lane. Mid-range 2, no. Putback is up off the glass, and it's good. Number 23, Harper Rhodes, striking first for the Lady Tigers. 4-2 your score. And Floyd again looking for Kramer at that high post near the free throw line. McLemurray, well-read, swats it away. Back in the hands of Floyd. Now some lightning fast passes. Floyd on the back cut. It's another 2 for the Lady Dogs. On the break, Maples hands out to McLemurray, to Rhodes. Rhodes dribbles, looks for help. Finds number 44, Jaylee Prince. Floats it near the elbow, quick passes from the corner. It's Rhodes, too strong. Right into the hands of Haley Gordon. Now Gordon flying down the right side of the floor. Fires to Chilton in the paint. Zoe goes up and she's fouled and will shoot 2. They'll get Rhodes on the foul. That'll be her first tonight, and Waverly's first as a team, as Zoe knocks down the first free throw. And the second one's up, and it rattles in. So Zoe goes 2 for 2 from the stripe. 8-2, Lady Dogs out in front. 5:13 to go in the first quarter of play. Spinning her way through traffic is Prince, guarded by Everett, and gives left to McLemurray. Now to the corner. Dribbling in, long, 2, high arcing shot, rolls off the rim, and into the hands of Ava Floyd. Down the left side, cuts through the middle, gives to Chilton up off the glass, and no good. Rebounded by Rhodes. Waverly wearing the black uniforms with the white lettering. Hickman County wearing the white uniforms with the red lettering. Ball knocked loose on the ground. It's a scrap. And a jump ball is called down on the floor. And an early timeout is called by Coach Gordon of the Hickman County Lady Dogs as they'll try to talk things over. It has been a fast and furious start for the Hickman County Lady Bulldogs, and that has been their recipe for success. If they can keep teams on their heels, on their toes early, trying to wear them out. We've seen that press defense has been a staple of this Hickman County Lady Bulldog team. They're able to force quick turnovers and score quick buckets. And we encourage you tonight to tell your friends about the newly launched Access Tennessee app. It's currently only on Roku TV, but we're looking to expand it to more platforms in the future. But of course, Roku being the most popular, most owned in the United States, that's what we went with first. So if you have any friends that own a Roku TV, or if you own one yourself, you can find us on the big screen. Ball is inbounded up off the glass. A 2-point bucket for the Lady Tigers. But as always, we are always going to be on Facebook and YouTube if that's the option you prefer. Everett bounce pass to Gordon. Goes right to Floyd. Ava to the corner. Chilton floats it to Kramer inside. Being triple teamed. Beautiful pass to Floyd, who lays it up and in for two. A tight window to fit that pass, but she does. And down there on the floor, Waverly turns it over. Stepped over the line before passing that ball in, so an early mental blunder for the Lady Tigers. And when you're up against a team like the Lady Dogs, you can't afford that. Floyd pulls from three, it falls short, tipped around, and rebounded by Maples. Dribbling through, Rhodes has to give over to McLemurray. Down to the corner, driving baseline. Floyd playing tough defense. Pass back out, Rhodes. Fires it. A wild shot off the glass. Well off the mark. Rebounded by the Lady Dogs. There goes Floyd. She might want to take it all the way, but she lost footing. Trying to get through a couple of bodies there. Lost a bit of a handle on the ball, but she's fouled. It'll be on the floor. And they'll get number 00, Tinley Maples, as the guilty party. The second team foul for Waverly in this first quarter. Nice pass to Zoe. Being double teamed in the paint. Everett from the wing. Three on the way. Short. And it's tipped out of bounds off the hand of Zoe Chilton. And it's going to be Lady Tiger ball. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in this first quarter of play. Down the floor, number 22, Erica Turner, who recently entered in for Waverly. Pass inside off the hands of Maples. Kicks it back out. Cotham fires from three. Well short. Doesn't even touch the rim. Fadeaway two. Missed. It's a fight for the ball underneath. And a foul is called against the Lady Tigers. Bailey Kramer was fighting 2-on-1 right there, attempting for the rebound. And they'll get Maples on the foul, her second. Tinley Davis and Josie Hassel subbing in for the Lady Dogs, replacing Carly Everett and Bailey Kramer. Number 00, Tinley Maples subbing out for the Lady Tigers. Back in number 44, Jaylee Prince. Under 3 minutes to go in the game's first quarter. 10-4 your score. Dogs ahead by 6. Gordon bounce pass to Chilton. Gets it back out to Gordon in the corner. She's being trapped, looking for help. Has Hassel right side of the paint and missed the shot. Chilton tips it out, and Floyd runs it down. Floyd left wing, goes up top to Gordon. Looking for Hassel, but it's tipped out by McLemurray. The Lady Dogs hang with it. Floyd, top of the key, goes right to Davis. Davis to Chilton, being double-teamed. Ball knocked loose. And the Lady Tigers with the turnover. Credit Harper Rhodes there. McLemurray guarded by Gordon near the logo. Goes over to Prince. Prince to Turner. At the wing, fires up top to Cotham, who hands off to Prince. Cotham goes left, met by Floyd. Ava tries to rip it away. Might have got a hand on the pass. Loose ball. Hassel and Rhodes were vying for it. Pulling from three is Rhodes. Kicks off the back of the rim, no good, and Hassel with the board. Almost some friendly fire there between Haley Gordon and Josie Hassel. Floyd pulls, mid-range two, kicks off, no good. Several Lady Tigers there. And Hickman County still able to force the jump ball. Numbers not in their favor, but that's a testament to the scrappiness of this Hickman County team. Ava to inbound in front of the Waverly cheerleaders. Bounce pass to Haley Gordon, dribbles left, inside, steps through, has it ripped out, and picked up by Cotham. And Prince now wants to drive inside. And an offensive foul called on Jaylee Prince. A great job there by Ava Floyd to assume a proper defensive position to get that foul called. Sometimes it feels like those fouls can go either way. But being able to play good defense certainly helps in getting those calls. Ava goes the other way, passes right to Davis. Turner playing some very aggressive defense there. Going pass looking for Chilton, air mails it, and it falls right into the hands of Lacey Cotham. Cotham over to Prince, bounce pass inside Rhodes, guarded by Hassel, kicks it back out, some quick passes. Driving it, has it ripped away, and it's Hassel that comes up with it, who gives over to Floyd. Ava drives, fires to Hassel, puts the shot up, no good. And it's picked up by Prince. 35 seconds to play in the game's first quarter. Turner. Now McLemore near the volleyball line. Spins through Gordon. She lost her footing, and they're going to get Haley with a foul. Not terrible defense, but a little too handsy there, trying to keep pace with her. And when someone goes down, it's usually a pretty easy whistle for the officials. Now Waverly to inbound, bounce pass to Rhodes, goes to the corner to Turner. Davis fighting for it, and she's got the takeaway. Trying to get rid of it, but she lost it. Rhodes now has it, gives to Turner, floater, missed. And Floyd's got the rebound. 10 seconds to play in the first quarter. Ava drives, stops, pulls, fouled. And the shot comes up just short off the front of the rim, but she will shoot a couple of shots. Haven't seen a bucket in a little bit. And Ava misses that first free throw off to the left. Ava, of course, a very dynamic, very talented basketball player, but over these last few weeks, that has certainly been her Achilles heel. It's been the free throw line. She hasn't been as efficient as she knows she can be. And she's going to be in there to shoot another. 1 for 2 so far. We know we talked to Coach Gordon last Friday during the half of the boys' game. She makes her second free throw. And Coach Gordon said that free throws are more mental than physical. And they put up a final Hail Mary shot to end the first quarter well off the mark. And that brings the first quarter to an end from J.E. Cisco. Your score after 1, Lady Dogs 12, Lady Tigers 4.
This broadcast of Friday Night Lights on WNKX is brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas Hickman Hospital. MLEC and ML Connect, your trusted source for power and broadband. Pizza Hut of Centerville. McDonald Funeral Home and the McDonald Family. Heritage Bank and Trust, and Three Rivers Community Health Group in Lyles. We appreciate these trusted local businesses for making this broadcast possible. We will return in just a moment.
And welcome back to J.E. Cisco Memorial Gymnasium. Your score 12-4 in favor of the Hickman County Lady Bulldogs over the Waverly Central Lady Tigers. It was a game that started off fast and furious for Hickman County, scoring a couple of quick buckets, but then it slowed down just a little bit. Both defenses started to settle in, started to play their game, started to make some adjustments. And that's what makes basketball so fun sometimes, watching the cerebral, the strategic battle between two head coaches. And out of this quarter break, Rachel Puckett on the floor for the first time tonight. Puckett quickly asked to guard Prince. We know Rachel is such a stout defender, even as a freshman. She plays wise beyond her years, pulls from three, missed, tipped out by Kramer, but it's into the hands of Cotham. So Waverly with a second chance opportunity. Prince inside to Rhodes. Rhodes backing down Kramer. The shot goes up off the glass, and it banks in for the Tigers. They cut the lead in half, 12-6. Gordon goes left to Everett. Bounce pass to Kramer, out to Puckett. Rachel drives, off the glass, missed. Kramer rebound, put back, rattles out. Chilton tries to put back, this one no good. And a foul is called, and that will result in free throws for the senior Zoe Chilton. We've talked about this a couple of times throughout the season. Whenever you're able to rebound, like these Hickman County Lady Dogs are so proficient at, even if you miss those putbacks, the more you rebound, the more you string together those putback shots, eventually you're going to get a foul called in your favor, just as we saw right here. And so Zoe knocks down the first one and the second. So Zoe is a perfect 4 for 4 from the free throw line tonight, 14-6. Lady Dogs out front. That was the second foul called on number 22, Erica Turner of the Lady Tigers. And a timeout is called by Waverly. That Hickman County pressure making the Lady Tigers feel a little uneasy, and they're going to have to talk over a game plan on how to deal with this constant onslaught this Hickman County defense can produce. 14-6, Lady Dogs up front, 7:03 to play in the first half. Quick look at the early stat sheet for tonight. Haley Gordon's got a 2-point bucket. Ava Floyd has scored 3 field goals with a couple of made free throws, and Zoe Chilton has 4 free throws made tonight. So 2 from Gordon, 8 from Floyd, and 4 from Chilton. A pretty quick timeout. Waverly back at it. McLemore down the floor. Guarded by Gordon near the logo. Passes. Open look for Jaylee Prince. And it falls. Kicks high off the rim. Bit of good fortune there for Prince. Passes over to Gordon. Haley tries from 3. Missed it. And Puckett knocks it loose. It'll go out of bounds off of her, though. So a good effort. Still resulting in a Waverly possession. Quick pass down the floor. There's Rhodes off the glass. Easy 2 for Waverly, and now they're going on a bit of a run. A 5-0 run to be exact out of the timeout. Of course, the Jaylee Prince 3, and now the big 2 from Harper Rhodes. Hickman County trying to answer back. A left-handed shot from Kramer missed, and it's rebounded by Waverly. They trail by 3. Prince now. Fires to Rhodes in the paint. Goes to the corner. Head fake. Dribbles in baseline. Looking for help. Out to McLemore. Paint. Kicks it. Prince from 3. And another. So Waverly has tied things up 14 all. So far in this first half, Waverly has not had a lead. Chilton tries from 3. Missed. And a foul is going to be called on Bailey Kramer. A little too physical down there, might have gone over the back. And it's Hickman County's first team foul of the second quarter, matching Waverly's 1-team foul. But if you're Coach Gordon, you gotta love the open looks you're getting for girls like Zoe Chilton. I mean, it's rare that she misses those shots. It happens. But if she keeps getting those open looks, eventually they're gonna start falling. Cotham now at the wing, fires over. And a whistle blows. It's going to be Hickman County ball. And a relatively recent entrant for the game on the Waverly side, number 14, Grady Tillman. Floyd goes right to Gordon. Now to Everett. Deep three on the way. Misses it just right. Rebounded by Rhodes. Now it's Prince up the floor. Rhodes floats to McLemurray. Chilton there to crash. Pass. Prince tries again. Looks to say hot, and she does. Knocking down her third three. So Jaylee Prince, the hot hand for the Lady Tigers tonight. And they have their first lead of the evening, 17-14 with 4.5 to play in the first half. And a takeaway. So the momentum arrow with Waverly right now, pass inside to Rhodes, tries to save it, what would have been a walk if she was heading towards the floor. Everett the takeaway, fires it to Chilton, a little too tall, and it goes out of bounds off Zoe's hand. So the Lady Dogs trying to force the issue a little bit there. A couple of quick turnovers in. A lot of times the winner is decided by who wins the turnover margin. Prince goes to Cotham, fires inside to Rhodes. Rhodes, hook shot, it's good. Wow, what an athletic move. So Waverly's hot streak is continuing. The Lady Dogs looking to answer. Now, as a reminder, these two teams did play earlier in the year where Hickman County was victorious 67-41, and Carly Everett knocks down the open three. So yeah, Hickman County won 67-41 earlier this year. A pretty handy win. Not much doubt left in that victory earlier in the season, but as we know, anything can change on any given night. Seasons have their ebbs and flows, and you can't expect the team, just because you beat them in the past, to be a pushover the next time. Waverly proving to be a very game squad here this evening. Dogs trail by 2. Chilton gets a hand on the pass, and it's a turnover. 3 minutes to play in the first half. Floyd wants to drive. She wants to take it, and fouled in the paint. And we've seen this several times throughout the year. Whenever Hickman County gets down, or whenever momentum starts to shift the other way, Ava Floyd tries to take it into her own hands. Sometimes it works out for the better, sometimes not so much, but this time it results in free throws. She knocks down the first. And Floyd goes 2 for 2. Timeout called by Waverly. And that foul that sent Ava to the line was on number 30, Lacey Cotham. That was her first tonight. Waverly's second team foul of the second quarter. And going back to what we talked about a little bit earlier, when we had the interview with Coach Gordon on Friday after the Decatur County Riverside game, he said free throws are a mental game. I mean, it's a shot you've taken hundreds of thousands of times, especially in Ava's case. She's always in the gym, always working on her shot, whether it be those mid-range twos, three-point shots, simple layups, but also especially free throws. And even though she's had those fair share of struggles these last few weeks, Coach Gordon was confident that she'll find her way back, and she's been doing that tonight. She's already buried 4 free throws. She's had a pretty good percentage tonight. So hopefully that means Ava is trending in the right direction and finding that perfect free throw shot. So out of the timeout, it'll be Waverly ball. McLemurray bringing it up the floor. Guarded by Gordon, goes left, tries to speed around her. Now gives back out to Prince. Now Rhodes up top. Everett switches on. Kramer tries to jump. Doesn't get it. Pass to Rhodes inside, off the glass, too strong. Tries again. Also too strong. Rebounded by the Lady Dogs. Gives. Everett tries again. Sinks it again. a couple of three-point buckets in the first half for Carly Everett, and Hickman County's back out in front, 22-19, with 2:12 to go in the second quarter. McLemore gives to Prince. Prince fires to the corner. Dribbles inside, and Floyd knocks it out of bounds, but a little bit too much contact, says the official, and Ava will be called for the foul, and that'll send Tillman to the stripe to shoot two. The first free throw's up, kicks off the back of the rim, no good. Couple of subs now. Turner and Maples back in for Prince and Rose. So a bit of a smaller look here for the Lady Tigers, trying to match the speed of Hickman County. The second free throw was knocked down. Tillman goes 1 for 2. Everett tries again from the corner, this time short. Kramer's got the board. The putback is good. Bailey Kramer in the scoring column for the first time tonight, as she extends Hickman County's lead to 4. Turner in the corner, dribbles right. Gordon playing close to the hip, fires up top. Nice snag there by Cotham. That was a bullet pass. Maples now. Kramer giving her some space. Now plays a little bit up. Tries to drive, lost handle. Errant shot into the hands of Ava Floyd. Ava on the drive. Wants to take it all the way. Oh, what a shot by Ava Floyd. A little off balance there, but she finds it anyway. Hickman County now has gone on a little run of their own. Driving inside, kicks. McLemore fires from 3. Kicks off the back of the rim, too strong. Everett runs it down. Was trapped in the corner by Turner and Tillman. And the officials will call a foul on Waverly. Now, which girl he gets, not sure. It'll be number 22, Erica Turner. That's her third foul already. So we'll see her sub out. Harper Rhodes back in. Everett and Kramer subbing out for the Lady Dogs. Hassel back in. And Davis back in. Under a minute to play in the first half. Hickman County leads by 6, looking to extend it here. Floyd fires from 3. Good! Ava's first triple tonight. Prince goes to Maples. Oh, Floyd got a hand on it, tries to jump the gun. Maples looking for help. Hassel knocks it loose. It's going the other way. Hassel takes it off the glass for 2. What a play by Josie Hassel. It seems like Josie's been getting better game after game. And Hickman County, another takeaway. This time it's Chilton. 8 seconds to go. Zoe takes it off the glass for 2. McLemore lets it fly well short. And what a conclusion to the first half for your Hickman County Lady Bulldogs. Your score after the second quarter, Hickman County 33, Waverly 20. We're going to step away for a halftime break, so find some refreshments. But get ready, because we got the second half coming your way in 10 minutes' time on WNKX.
This broadcast of Friday Night Lights on WNKX is brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas Hickman Hospital. MLEC and ML Connect, your trusted source for power and broadband. Pizza Hut of Centerville. McDonald Funeral Home and the McDonald Family. Heritage Bank and Trust, and Three Rivers Community Health Group in Lyles. We appreciate these trusted local businesses for making this broadcast possible. We will return in just a moment.
And we are a minute and a half away from resuming with the second half inside J.E. Cisco Memorial Gymnasium between the Waverly Central Lady Tigers and the hosting Hickman County Lady Bulldogs. A quick look at the stat sheet for Hickman County in that first half. Carly Everett finished with a couple of threes, ending the first half with 6 points. Haley Gordon had a 2-point bucket. Josie Hassel had a great takeaway and a 2-point bucket on a break. Ava Floyd finished with 15 points, including a 3-point bucket and 4 field goals, as well as 4 made free throws. Bailey Kramer finished with a 2-point bucket, and Zoe Chilton finished with 4 made free throws and a 2-point bucket, ending her first half with 6. So, as we're used to seeing, a pretty balanced look from Hickman County in the first half, and I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of that going forward, especially if the Lady Dogs want to put away this Lady Tiger team. Now, it was a very competitive game for the majority of that first half. Now, the score right now, 33-20, you might not look at that and think it was super competitive, but it was. It wasn't until the end of the second quarter when Hickman County went on a big run to widen the gap. But Waverly's been playing a really good game of basketball. Pretty solid defense. Just haven't been able to get as many of their shots to fall, but we have seen some of their girls making some big-time plays. There was a stretch where Jaylee Prince made 3 3-pointers, and that's a big reason why they were in the game. In the first half, we saw other girls contributing as well, like number 10, Carly McLemurray, like Harper Rhodes and others. But who's going to step up here in the second half as these two teams are back to doing battle? The third quarter's underway. Everett pulls from 2, missed. Kramer got a hand on it, tips it to Floyd, who goes up. The shot's missed. Chilton fighting for it on the floor. And a jump ball. And the possession arrow will favor the Lady Tigers. So an early defensive stop for Waverly. They try to answer here. Rhodes fires from 3, too strong. But Prince runs down the rebound. In the corner, guarded by Everett, fires to Rhodes. Hands off to Cotham. Back to Rhodes. Back to Prince. Quick passes here. Baseline. Passes. High off the glass. Misses left. Rebounded by Floyd. Ava's driving. Stepping through. Has the ball knocked loose, and a foul is called on Lacey Cotham. So the first team foul in the third quarter for Waverly. Pass inside. Zoe goes up. Has the shot blocked. Kramer goes up for the putback. That shot no good. Rebounded by Rhodes. Gets it out to Maples. A minute has gone by in the third quarter. No score yet. Still 33-20. McLemurray at the wing. Dribbles in. Guarded by Gordon. Nice bounce pass to Maples, who puts up a tough 2-point shot, and it falls. So the Lady Tigers striking first in the game's third quarter of play. Gordon now goes right to Everett. Everett to Kramer. Kramer has a lane, takes it, left-handed shot, falls short, but she's fouled. So 2 shots on the way for Bailey Kramer. The first one rims out. Unlucky break there. The second one's up, and this one also missed. Ball still alive and secured by Tinley Maples. Prince fires to Maples. Floyd tried to jump the pass, almost got there. Cotham now fires from 3. It's good. There comes Floyd. Ava goes to Everett. Head fake. Dribbles left. Back to Floyd. Ava bounce pass to Kramer. Kramer dribbles right of the post, looking for Gordon. The pass well behind her. Out of bounds. Waverly ball. So not only has Waverly started off on a 5-0 run, but they again force another turnover. Perhaps some important adjustments made by the Tigers at the half. McLemurray passes right to Prince. Everett playing tight at the hip. Prince fires, and that too rattles in. Make that a 7-0 run for Waverly. Kramer now looking for somebody. Back to Floyd. Steps through traffic. The layup missed it short. And another rebound by Harper Rhodes. Prince trapped. Picks up her dribble. And fires to McLemurray. McLemurray guarded by Floyd at the wing. Now wants to drive inside. Baseline. Fires. Looking for somebody out of bounds. And that's a turnover forced by the Lady Dogs. Looked like she might have been looking for Rhodes in the paint. Perhaps Cotham. Two girls were in the vicinity. Neither of them could get their hands on it, though. Under 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Chilton back to Kramer. Has the pass knocked down by Rhodes. And another Waverly turnover. Some great defense to start the half from the Lady Tigers. Hickman County's offense just not looking comfortable. Fires away. Maples buries the shot. They only give her two, though. Her feet were in front of the three-point line. But still, they close the gap. Floyd fires from two. This one misses. And that ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Lady Dogs. Josie Hassel and Tinley Davis subbing back in for Ava Floyd and Bailey Kramer. Chilton at the wing. Gordon now. Right to Everett. Everett, deep three. Rims out. Looked good from here. And it's going to go out of bounds. Waverly ball. Waverly currently on a 9-0 run in this third quarter. Hickman County is yet to find a bucket in the second half. Bounce pass inside. Gives. Fires deep. Maples misses it off to the left. Rebounded by Zoe underneath. Gets it out to Everett. Now the Lady Dogs on a break. Carly. Bounce pass. Beautiful pass, but it goes off the hands of Davis. And it's going to be Waverly ball. And Ron, glad you could be joining us now in the second half. Waverly right now on a 9-0 run in this third quarter.
Well, it seems to be a series of runs from what I've seen. We closed on a 19-1 run. It looked like, and now they're on their own.
Now McLemurray, bounce pass inside to Rhodes. Kicks Cotham, fires from three. Too strong. Rebounded by Everett. Harley going the other way. Now pulls back up. Goes to Gordon to her right. Haley to Davis. Davis to Hassel. Hassel drives. Has her shot blocked, but Tinley Davis there to secure the ball. Haley drives, floater, blocked, and a jump ball. Hickman inbound. And a timeout called by Coach Gordon, saving the 5-second violation. Ron, I gotta be honest, we were worried for a second that you wouldn't be able to make it tonight.
Well, we had a lot to discuss at the commissioners' meeting, so it kind of drug out a little bit.
Well, I know I asked you last week how long those meetings usually go. You gave me a pretty wide time frame. You said it could be 10 minutes, or it could be 40 minutes, it could be an hour, who knows?
Well, this one was an hour and a half.
Definitely wasn't on my chart, but you got to expect the unexpected, I guess. As long as it was productive, though, that's what matters.
It was productive.
We've got 3 minutes and 12 seconds in the third. Hickman County still hasn't gotten a bucket. Zoe goes up off the glass, missed it short. Zoe gets the rebound, put back no good. Loose ball. And a whistle blows.
It's going to be a walk as the Waverly girl fell down on the rebound.
So a fortunate break there for the Lady Dogs. Zoe now in the corner, goes to Davis, back to Floyd. Ava goes Gordon in the corner. She sinks the three.
Big shot right there.
Haley's second bucket tonight, her first triple of the evening. And the Lady Dogs' first points of the second half. Maples tries to drive. Pass inside, knocked away by a Hassel. And now it's Ava on the break, driving like Danica Patrick. Shot goes off the glass, missed. And another jump ball. So after a first half that saw maybe 1 or 2 jump balls, we've seen like 3 in this third quarter already.
Back to the normal, back to the average.
Business as usual, yes. 36-29, Hickman County still in the lead. That just shows how important that Hickman County run at the end of the first half was, because without it, they could be in some deep water. McLemore wants to drive, kicks, open three for Prince, way too strong. And she tried to save it, but her foot was already on the ground, out of bounds. Hickman County ball.
Are you hearing the whistles?
Very faintly. I promise these headphones are not noise canceling. Floyd up top, goes right to Davis. Now Chilton up top. Floats to Floyd, free throw strike, turns, fires, good. Pass inside, Maples goes up, and one for Waverly.
Waverly's working on trying to get that quick ISO in the post on a smaller guard with 0-0. Lady Dogs are going to have to get up the line on that pass and not let that pass get in.
And the free throw is good. Maples completes the three-point play. Floyd drives, kicks, wide open. Haley Gordon missed. And Rhodes has the rebound. And Ron, tonight we've seen a couple of looks from Waverly. Without Bailey Kramer on the floor, they're doing just what you said. They're trying to drive in, take advantage of that lack of size. But we've seen Waverly tonight, especially in the first half, implement a smaller look to try to match Hickman County's speed. Prince dribbles left, guarded by a couple of Lady Dogs, and a foul called on Hickman County. They're going to get Haley Gordon on the foul, the second team foul for the Dogs in this third quarter, and Haley's second personal foul.
So catch me up, is Bailey in foul trouble?
Not that I know of, no. Fires from deep, missed. And McLemore had the offensive rebound, and she comes out with the ball. Mid-range two missed, and Ava Floyd this time secures it. And a quick foul called on Waverly. They'll get Harper Rhodes.
Great job by Ava right there. She came up off the floor to get the rebound. She was down on the floor getting the loose ball, and we're trying to get the loose ball, and had to get up off the floor to go board.
It's those hustle plays there that are the difference maker, and that's the third foul tonight called on Rhodes. Floyd steps through, floater missed. And Rachel Puckett on the back cut tried to get the offensive board. It goes out of bounds. Subbing in is number 22, Erica Turner. Out is Harper Rhodes with those three fouls. 50.3 seconds left in the third quarter. Hassel now. Over to Davis. Hands to Floyd. Ava steps through high off the glass, tried to bank it in to no avail. McLemore with the ball.
Extra pass right there. She drew 4 Waverly defenders. Every time she penetrates the middle, there's 3 or 4 girls waiting right there.
Maples, guarded by Hassel, dribbles around her, goes inside, kicks it to the corner. A bit of a high pass. Nice catch by McLemore. Spins through, out to Turner. Maples now, 15 seconds in the third left. Prince, wide open three. Kicks high off the rim and misses. There's Hassel, Ava flying. 5 seconds to play. Step back, three. Misses it short.
The foul will be on the floor.
Foul called well before the shot. 2.9 seconds, so time for Hickman County. Quick pass, quick shot to try to get some late quarter points. There's Gordon. Back to Floyd, puts it up at the end of the quarter. A buzzer beater, too, for Ava Floyd, and that's how we end the third. Your score, Hickman 40, Waverly 32. One more quarter left when we come back.
This broadcast of Friday Night Lights on WNKX is brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas Hickman Hospital. MLEC and ML Connect, your trusted source for power and broadband. Pizza Hut of Centerville. McDonald Funeral Home and the McDonald Family. Heritage Bank and Trust, and Three Rivers Community Health Group in Lyles. We appreciate these trusted local businesses for making this broadcast possible. We will return in just a moment.
And welcome back. 8 minutes remain in the girls' game. The fourth quarter about to be underway after we saw a third quarter that was dominated by Waverly. Now, in the latter minutes of the third, Hickman County able to string together some points, but not without Waverly outscoring them 12-7. The Lady Dogs starting off the fourth with possession, a chance to put this game out of reach.
Waverly still in this matchup 1-2-2 where they're really trying to clog up the middle.
Haley, corner three, on the way, it's good.
A couple of those shots will stretch that out.
Haley Gordon had 0 threes in the first half, 2 threes now in the second half. And Ron, I talked about earlier in the broadcast how on fire Haley was against Riverside, how she was looking to translate that over here tonight. And Everett goes to the floor, no whistle called either way.
44 just tried to dribble out of bounds. And
Ava, head fake, pass to Chilton inside, spins through, has the
move.
shot blocked, but
good
not
move by
without.
Zoe right there. Started the ball toward the middle, spun back to the baseline, was able to draw the contact.
Zoe, who was exceptional from the stripe in the first half, keeps it rolling here. And number 23, Harper Rhodes, back in for Waverly, subbing out number 44, Jaylee Prince. And Chilton knocks down both.
Trying to get the quick ISO in the post again. Good pressure by Ava.
And a foul is going to be called on Floyd as she was trying to go after the ball. It's Ava's second foul tonight. Cotham dribbles in, pulls from the free throw line. A bit off balance, but a good shot. Falls for 2.
Little ball screen up top from the post player. We didn't hedge, so she was open.
The corner, it's Kramer, back to Gordon. Haley dribbles and drives, hands to Floyd. Corner three on the way, it's good.
That corner's been nice to us. That's 3 threes from that same spot.
2 from Haley, now 1 from Ava. 6:30 to play in the fourth, and a timeout called by Waverly. 48-34, Dogs extending their lead a little bit.
A good 6-2 run here to start the fourth quarter. That's what the Lady Dogs need. Defensive intensity, just in a little bit that I've been here, there's been a couple of times they're a little bit late getting to where they need to be, giving up an open shot. But overall, you know, they're the part I've been here, they've been playing pretty good ball.
Well, and a big part with that third quarter was whenever Waverly tried to drive, they were able to just find ways around Hickman County defenders. And, of course, whenever they crashed, they would either crash too late or they would crash a little bit too early, leave open shots for Waverly. They take advantage of those. But Hickman County, this fourth quarter and late in the first half, feels sort of how we expected this game to go. It feels like coming into this, or it felt like coming into this, Waverly had to play pretty much perfect ball for 4 quarters if they wanted to win here tonight. Of course, this game's still far from over. The Lady Tigers going to need a lot to go right and a lot to go wrong for Hickman County. Cotham dribbles inside. Gives the Rhodes back out to Cotham. She fires from 3, kicks high off the rim. And what a rebound by Zoe Chilton.
Rebound, Zoe.
Through some contact as well. Gordon in that lucky corner. Rebound by Floyd. Putback is good, falling away. Under 6 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. Hickman County reaches the half-century mark, 50-34.
Ooh, close to a 5-second count there. Haley applying good pressure.
Cotham looking for help, fires to Rose.
Walk.
Dribbles, puts up a shot from the line, no good. Everett on the rebound. Harley going the other way. Floats it to Zoe, nice pass. What a shot by Zoe Chilton, will it count?
I think. Oh, he's counting it. Okay. That was kind of odd the way it looked. She kind of jumped back to shoot. I thought the foul was initially right there.
On the first attempt, yeah.
Yeah.
But Zoe's got a 3-point play, and what a beauty it was. That was the first foul tonight called on McLemurray.
Zoe with a good play there, getting up the line, tipping the ball out of bounds.
Turner to throw it in. Looks for McLemurray, and Haley Gordon jumps it.
All the
Everett
way. There you go. Good
stops,
decision,
pulls up, missed. Kramer just reaches up into the cookie jar, says, give me that, and puts it back in for 2.
I like the decision by Carly there. She missed the shot, but her defender never stopped her. She fell back expecting the pass, so Carly took it in and shot it.
55-34 after the Kramer 2. Dribbling in, kicks Cotham. Now McLemurray from 3. Banks off, no good. And Zoe's got the board. Out of bounds off of Waverly. It's going to stay with the Lady Dogs. Zoe to inbound in front of the scorer's table. Floyd over to Kramer. Fires to Everett at the elbow. Dribbles inside. A lot of contact there.
She got hammered. They could have called 3 different fouls right there and chose to call nothing.
So Waverly now with the ball. To the corner, Turner, high arcing 3, overshoots the bucket. There's Everett again. Pass to Zoe, nice fake, long 2, it's good.
Nice one dribble jump shot. I like that move right there. Quick and strong.
Bounce pass, Turner runs it down. Zoe knocked it loose, but unfortunately for her, she was on the out of bounds line. So it's going to stay with Waverly. Throws it in to Maples. Maples wants to drive on Floyd. Looks for the bounce pass. Zoe got a body part on it.
Take that.
And what an effort by Zoe Chilton Floyd. Nice pass to Everett. Off the glass for an easy 2.
Nice fast breaks. Nice setup there by Ava.
And a timeout has been called on the floor. 59-34. And boy, how this game has changed since the 3rd quarter.
Well, the 4th quarter, we've come out and just really controlled the pace. What did they score? 2 points? What was it? 38-32?
40-32.
40-32. So, we're on a 19-2 run right now in the first 4.5 minutes of the 4th quarter.
And again, if you're Coach Gordon, you'd probably like to see you do this all 4 quarters, but when you can do it when it counts and extend your lead, if you walk out with a win, that's what really matters.
Well, basketball is a game of adjustments. I was watching a college coach talk about the game and how much it's changed, and he was talking about how when he watches video, how he notices it's a game of runs. You know, a team scores points, another team makes an adjustment, it goes back and forth. You just want your runs to be longer than their runs.
And that's been the case for Hickman County here tonight. And we see number 21, Aubrey Gordon, in for the Lady Dogs. Rachel Puckett, Josie Hassel, and Tinley Davis all back in, while Carly Everett stays on the floor. And a foul's going to be called on Tinley. That'll be Hickman County's second team foul for the fourth quarter.
You have to be a sophomore or lower to be on the floor right now for Hickman County.
Pass into McLemurray. Wants to drive in, takes it herself off the glass, misses it. And rebounded by Rachel Puckett. Puckett fires to Davis. Over to Everett, pulls from the parking lot, kicks off the back of the rim. A nice tip by Rachel Puckett, keeping it alive, and Everett runs it down. Carly drives, gives to Davis, off the glass, missed. Hassel fighting for it, it's loose, and McLemurray's got it. Ball loose again, and a foul called on the Lady Dogs.
Hassel right there just showed her strength. She was battling with another girl for the rebound, and the girl was actually reaching over her, and Josie grabbed it away from her and kind of snatched her through the air. I'm hoping she's okay as she's coming out.
So McLemurray now, crossing the logo, goes left to Cotham. Quick pass inside. Hassel got a hand on it. And Ron, something you missed earlier was Hassel forcing a turnover. She had a fast break and got a layup for two. Every time Hassel's been on the floor tonight, she's been giving it 110%. She's been playing a great game tonight.
That's great. I think I saw that as one of the times I was watching it. I think I saw that. So that looked like Josie.
And I said that it seems like every time she's on the floor, she's getting better. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Dogs.
Waverly's still in this 1-2-2 matchup. We're kind of matching it up with a 1-2-1 or a 1-3-1 set. They're trying to anticipate that pass. We need to send a cutter through like that right there.
Some great passes. Davis couldn't cap it off, but again, a hustle rebound from Rachel Puckett. Davis to Hassel, off the glass for two.
Nice little give and go right there from Tinley to Josie.
Oh, and Hassel again, trying to knock a pass away to force a turnover.
I'll tell you what, they know that Josie's been there. When I like the way Josie's playing. She's physical, she's aggressive right now.
Oh, tries to fit a pass in to Maples, not much there in a jump ball. But to your point, Ron, it seems like whenever Josie is involved, bodies are hitting the floor, whether her own or someone else's.
Better be ready.
They say basketball is not a contact sport. Josie says, watch this.
Basketball is probably the ultimate contact sport. You don't have any pads. Whoever said that's never played basketball.
I won't disagree with that.
I've got too many scars to prove that one wrong.
And if you want proof, go to YouTube, type in Malice in the Palace. McLemurray dribbles inside.
Those are Isaiah's friends. I'll explain later. There's a story behind that.
Cotham gives right to McLemurray. Dribbles in, off the glass, missed, rebounded by Rachel. Nice bounce pass. Davis goes up, shot is blocked. It's loose.
Dribble out, Tinley. Dribble out.
And McLemurray picks up the ball and essentially just throws Tinley Davis off of her.
They're going to call Tinley for the hold, but McLemore kind of hooked her with the elbow. If this was college, you could actually review it and ask them to look for the hook and hold.
If any of you are wrestling fans, you'll know what I'm talking about. That looked like a good old-fashioned Irish whip.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was the 5th team foul on Hickman County. So with 1 minute and 8 seconds left, it'll result in free throws for Waverly. It's McLemurray at the line, and she drains the first.
I'm going to tell you what I like. The second group came in with about 3.5, 4 minutes left. That's Waverly's first points. So, this younger group has held their own plus against Waverly.
And McLemurray misses the second turner. Great effort to
That may be
secure
a
the
wall.
board. McLemurray fires from 3, missed. Hassel runs it down and saves it. Everett walking a tightrope on the right side of the floor, and a foul is called on the Tigers. But to your point, Ron, it's so fun watching this group of girls play defense, these sophomores and below.
They play hard.
Gordon out to Davis, now to Hassel. Drives baseline,
Oh,
hands to
nice,
Gordon. Left-handed
nice.
shot, missed, but she's fouled and will go to the line.
You know what I'm liking about what Josie's doing right here is she's not predetermining what she's doing. She's reacting to the defense. And that's when you've kind of taken your basketball to the next level, is when instead of catching the ball and saying, I'm going to do this, as Aubrey gets on the scoreboard and hits her free throw, she's catching it and reacting to what the defense is doing. And I love to see that.
And Gordon goes
Aubrey
2
with
for 2.
There you go, Aubrey.
Some good-looking free throws as well, never in doubt. Caught them, dribbles in. Out to Prince. Fires down low. Now off the board is McLemurray for 2. 30 seconds to play.
Got a count going.
Everett now being guarded nicely by McLemurray. Gordon looked to be setting a screen at first, but pulls off. 5 seconds left, and Carly Everett has melted all 30 seconds by herself. And a foul.
Number 44, for some reason, with 2.2 seconds, decides to foul.
You never know. Hold everything. The clock has stopped. That was the 4th foul called on Prince. And Everett misses the first. And the second one rattles in. And Turner brings it up the floor, puts up a shot after the buzzer sounds. And that's how this one will end. Your final score, Hickman County 64, Waverly 37. Your Hickman County Lady Dogs improved to 14-4 on the season as their solid year continues. So, Ron, it seems like that late game foul right there only allowed Everett to pad her stats.
Gave her one more point. She's thinking she should have had 2.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, whenever we come back, we're going to discuss the stats from that girls' game as well as give you a pregame for the boys. Still a whole other game left to go, so don't go anywhere.
This broadcast of Friday Night Lights on WNKX is brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas Hickman Hospital. MLEC and ML Connect, your trusted source for power and broadband. Pizza Hut of Centerville. McDonald Funeral Home and the McDonald Family. Heritage Bank and Trust, and Three Rivers Community Health Group in Lyles. We appreciate these trusted local businesses for making this broadcast possible. We will return in just a moment.
And we've got about 5 minutes to go until tip-off of the boys' game. But first, let's look back at some of the stats from the girls' game. Of course, Hickman County was victorious over Waverly by a final score of 64-37. Carly Everett finished with 9 points with a couple of threes. Haley Gordon finished with 8 points with a couple of threes. Josie Hassel finished with 4. Ava Floyd finished with a game-high 24 points. Aubrey Gordon finished with 2. Bailey Kramer with 4. And Zoe Chilton in double digits with 13. So, Ron, in that second half, what did you see Hickman County do differently that sort of changed the momentum from what Waverly was trying to build in the third quarter?
So I didn't get to see the whole game. I saw parts of it on my phone. But to me, what the difference was is they started getting stops, they started clearing rebounds, and they started pushing the ball down the floor.
It was a good win all around for Hickman County. They played through the adversity that was the third quarter, and they came out in the fourth, not with their heads held low, but rather their heads held high, and they got back to playing their own version of basketball, sweeping Waverly on the year, winning both times on the season. Hickman County improves to 14-4, while Waverly falls to 5-14. But now our eyes turn to the boys' game. The Waverly Tigers versus your Hickman County Bulldogs. Hickman County enters in tonight 9-5, 1-0 in the district, coming off of a 59-54 win on the road Friday against Riverside in the district opener. Waverly comes in tonight 12-6, 1-0 in their respective district as well. Now, Ron, these two teams have played each other before this year, with Hickman County winning 58-46. But as we know, there have been some changes in this Hickman County team. There have been some ebbs and flows. They've had some cold spells. They've had some hot spells. Waverly, even though they beat them earlier in the year, these Tigers are not going to be a pushover. So what do we need to see from the Dogs here tonight?
Well, if you remember in the last game, it was a back-and-forth battle all the way, I think, up until the third quarter. We entered the fourth quarter as a very tight game. We were able to kind of stretch it out in the fourth quarter. Waverly's a good team. They play hard. They're well coached. As I'm looking at their scores, they just came off of a huge win over Huntington, who's ranked in the state. Supposed to be the best team in that district. Beat them by 21 points. The game before them, they lost by like 37 to Perry County. So they're streaky. Now that game was at Perry County also. So,
well, and I know Waverly, even going back to my time in high school, they're always going to be a good athletic team in all sports, really.
And the thing that we're going to have to do is we're going to have to come in. We're going to have to play good, solid defense, not give up wide-open threes, not give up layups. If we can make the shots challenged and clear the boards, then we should have mismatches on the other end to where we can score. But as in all basketball games, it comes down to basically the defense rebounding and can you put the ball in the hole.
So, of course, we can talk about this matchup, but only time will tell whether or not these Dogs will come out and execute. But as we've said before, the key is going to be how well or how good does Hickman County play team basketball. And that's been something that's plagued them towards the latter part of 2025.
Well, I feel like with this team, when we play good team ball, we went down to Decatur Riverside and played a pretty good Riverside team. And we end up winning, playing good, solid team ball. When we move the ball around, when we shoot open shots, we've got a lot of guys who can put the ball in the hole. When we shoot shots over 2 or 3 people, it's really hard to score unless your name's, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Steph Curry, guys like that.
So we're about to be underway, under a minute to go until tip-off. Now they're going to be introducing the starting lineups for both squads. And while they're introducing these lineups, I want to remind you that not only can you watch Hickman County Sports on YouTube or Facebook, but now there's a third option, Ron, that we announced earlier today. If you have a Roku device at your house, a Roku television, you can download at this time the Access Tennessee app. So now you can watch Hickman County Sports on the big screen. Very exciting times for us here, so we encourage you to do that.
That's very nice. I did not know that.
But if you prefer watching on YouTube or Facebook for whatever reason, we're always going to appreciate your support and your viewership. But just know there is now a third option as we continue to grow, and that growth would not be possible without all of you who watch at home, for this team that puts on a great show every time they're on the floor, these players and coaches. It wouldn't be possible without Matthew Dotson and his student-led AV classroom. I mean, they have been such a big help for us this year, and as well as Hickman County High School in general for being so wonderful to work with. We are blessed here at WNKX. But Ron, let's play some basketball.
Let's do it. It's time.
And your student-led crew tonight, producer John Michael Lewis, cameraman is Joseph McCauley. The starting lineups have been introduced for your Hickman County Bulldogs. It's number 25, Tyler McKinnon, number 2, Braden Brown, number 3, Tim Puckett, number 4, Will McDonald, and number 1, Dylan Qualls. And the tip underway, McKinnon tips it still loose, picked up by Waverly. Brooks drives to the bucket, no good, rebounded by Brown. Brown gives, Wilmack dribbles in hard, kicks it, Qualls off the glass, tough two.
Nice pass there by Will.
The starting lineup for Waverly here tonight, number 0, Ty Brooks, number 2, Corbin Rumsey, number 4, Dominic Williams, number 5, Malachi Burns, and number 20, Aiden Ralston. Driving, Rumsey missed it off the glass. Rebounded by the Dogs. McDonald at the left wing, gives right to Puckett. Another quick pass to Brown. That pass sails out of bounds, Waverly ball.
And that's where Braden just gets up in the air to make that pass, and he doesn't have anywhere to go when somebody reacts or somebody moves.
Williams now up top, gives over to Brooks. Now it's number 20, Ralston, that has it at the wing. Dribbles across the post, gives. Long two, up, kicks off the rim. Tim with the rebound. Qualls drives, baseline, kicks to the corner. McDonald fires from 3, nothing but net for Will McDonald. And Ron, I had an opportunity to talk with Will McDonald after the Riverside game on Friday. He said he likes how he's been able to play, how he's been able to drive and move the ball. He just hates how his shot hasn't been falling. He feels like he's in a cold streak, but knowing Will, he's going to keep shooting until he finds it.
Well, when Will shoots good shots, they tend to go in.
3 missed there, rebounded by a Waverly. Second chance opportunity. This one also rims out, so a couple of bad luck shots for the Tigers. Brown kicks, Will fires. Buries another one.
Good drive by Braden right there. Will trailing down the left side. Those are the threes that are nice to shoot in transition. Shoulders are squared to the rim.
That three-point shot is what Will has wanted to get back in a groove of being able to shoot, and he's off to a great start here tonight. Rumsey gives out, deep 3 on the way, missed. Rebounded by Qualls. Shot attempted by Burns. Now Brown slows things down. Hickman County on an 8-0 run to start the game. 5:35 to go in the first quarter. Brown has it knocked loose. Brooks playing tough defense. Now it's Qualls. High dribble. Steps through, wants to take it himself. How did he do it? What a shot by Dylan Qualls. Williams goes, Rumsey for 2. And what a rebound by Puckett over Ralston. Goes left to Brown, pushing it down the floor. Will in the corner, spins out. Ralston guarding him closely. They know Will's the hot hand, don't want to give him any open looks. Brown directing traffic, guarded by Brooks. Fires to Qualls, a bit behind, but nice recovery. Dylan drives, what a step! Puts it in for 2 more. And a timeout called by Waverly. It has been all Dogs to start us off here inside J.E. Cisco.
So this is where we've been playing great ball, moving. I want to see us do this consistently. If we'll do this consistently, we're really hard to stop.
12-0 to start us off here in this first quarter. And Ron, we've seen some of the struggles of Hickman County in recent weeks, but this right here feels like good old-fashioned Hickman County basketball.
This is how, obviously, we like to play. This is when it's fun to play. Now, as I said before, basketball's a game of runs. Waverly's going to go on a run at some point, and we have to respond like the girls did. You know, whatever happens, we're just going to keep battling. We're going to just keep playing our game, and if we'll do that, we'll be fine.
And as much as the fans would like this to be a 50 to 60 to nothing ball game at the end of it, it's just not realistic.
It's not going to happen.
Williams goes to Rumsey. Rumsey back out to Brooks. Brooks pulls. Long two. Too short. A line drive shot. Rebounded by Puckett.
Great thing I love is the Bulldogs giving up one shot.
And Puckett's already had several rebounds already in this one.
I think he's got 3 right now. McKinnon's got 1. Dillon's got 1.
And a nice defensive play there by Ty Brooks to knock it loose. They try to force the issue down the floor. Had an open man under the basket, but overshot him. It's going to be Bulldog ball yet again. And
Braden's got to do a little bit better job of taking care of the ball, prizing possession of the ball. He's getting a little bit loose with his dribble out high. He had the guy beat there, but kind of left it out in his right hand for the back tap. We were fortunate not to give up a layup there.
Kyson Damesworth in for Waverly, subbing in for number 4, Dominic Williams.
Nice pass inside to McKinnon. That was a set play right there to get Tyler going. Good feed inside. Easy layup.
And Hickman County is at their best when McKinnon can get involved. And as we said on Friday, Tyler is playing with a torn labrum.
Well, but Tyler changes shots inside. Every shot they've gone in, he's been there and he's changed it.
Qualls hands out to McDonald. 3:15 to go in the first quarter. Screen by Qualls. McDonald goes right, or left rather, inside. Looking for help, dishes to McKinnon. That ball was flying in the air. Tyler tried to save it, but it's going to go out of bounds.
I like Tyler trying to attack. He had 2 guys wide open on the wing for a 3. I think Tim and Will were wide open, one in the wing, one in the corner, because they had sucked in on Tyler.
Brooks up top, guarded by Brown. Hickman County still leads 14-0. And Tyler blocks it. Tries again, blocked again, this time by Qualls. And it's Brown going the other way.
Right, you better stop Braden. He ain't going to stop.
Wide open lane.
Every shot around the rim right now, Tyler McKinnon is just saying, no, sir. That's 2 block shots for him. Dillon has a block shot.
When Brown giving Brooks fits. Ball to the corner. Steps through. Long 2 on the way. And Waverly finally on the board, courtesy of Malachi Burns, as they end the 16-0 Hickman County run to start the game.
They had to scramble for that.
Brown fires to McDonald in the corner.
On zone now.
Tim, left. BB, back to McDonald. Open look. He's got another.
Love to see Will coming out firing like that.
A 9-point first quarter for Will McDonald, all courtesy of the 3 ball. Brooks, step back, 3 over Brown.
Shot.
Well contested, and the shot misses. Rebounded by McKinnon. Hickman County pushing it down the floor. Puckett goes to Tyler, back to Brown. Qualls now in the corner.
Had him inside.
Dillon drives, dunks it off to McKinnon.
Oh,
nice
man.
move and finish for the big man.
A little extended flip back reverse layup from the big man right there.
Ron, tonight we are seeing what Tyler McKinnon looks like at his best.
Well, I'm going to tell you what I love about Tyler tonight is he's being aggressive. The turnover he made, normally Tyler, he's one that I love seeing attacking like that, because normally Tyler is not super aggressive offensively. He looks to be more of a facilitator a lot of times, and tonight he's looking to attack the rim, and that makes us a totally different team to guard against.
Well, and like you said, when you have Tyler being dominant inside, I mean, what do? Do you crash on him, or do you leave Will McDonald wide open, who's hit 3 threes already?
Well,
how do you stop it?
So right now, this is the quandary that Rico's in. Rico's the Waverly head coach. Will's hitting threes. Tyler's scoring inside. Dylan Qualls is attacking. Tim hasn't shot a shot yet, and we're up by 19. So what do? So now, do you drop off Tim and Braden to stop the other guys and give them open shots? So that's the quandary he's in. He went zone last time trying to kind of figure it out. We'll see. We'll see what Coach Rawson does in the upcoming minutes. But right now, I don't envy his position.
Well, it's the old cliche, Ron. Pick your poison. That's what he's having to do here tonight.
We've got Brody Worley, Kylan Sill in with 1:13 left in the quarter.
So Tim Puckett and Tyler McKinnon have subbed out for the moment. Driving inside, Damesworth gives out. Williams drives. Out to Burns. Burns hands. Williams in the corner, guarded closely by Worley. Drives baseline.
Tell you what, defense is suffocating right now. Quick rotations, everything's challenged.
And
blocked by Brady.
BB denies the shot. Steps through. It's good. Damesworth went up for the shot. BB says, not today. And he turns it into 2 points of his own. Steps through, left-handed layup, no good. And Rumsey bats it out of bounds, and it's going to be Bulldog ball.
That's the easiest shot Waverly's had this game so far, and the length made him change it, and he ended up rolling off the rim.
Under 30 seconds left in the first quarter, 23-2. No, our scoreboard is not glitched.
Ten seconds, time to go. 5 seconds.
Will drives, has it knocked loose. On a break. Missed it. And that is how the first quarter
Dylan
will end.
Qualls hustling back right there. He thought he had an easy layup and then saw Dylan out of the corner of his eyes like, oh, maybe I don't.
A phenomenal first quarter for the Dogs. Your score, Hickman 23, Waverly 2 when we come back.
This broadcast of Friday Night Lights on WNKX is brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas Hickman Hospital. MLEC and ML Connect, your trusted source for power and broadband. Pizza Hut of Centerville. McDonald Funeral Home and the McDonald Family. Heritage Bank and Trust and Three Rivers Community Health Group in Lyles. We appreciate these trusted local businesses for making this broadcast possible. We will return in just a moment.
And welcome back to WNKX on YouTube, Facebook, or the Access Tennessee app available on Roku. It was the first quarter dominated by the Dogs, 23-2 your score over Waverly. And to start the second quarter of play, Hickman County will have possession. I'm Josh Copley alongside the coach, Ron Puckett.
Defense was the key that quarter. Their defense was absolutely phenomenal, all over the place, helps out every shot challenge. They just held a 12-6 team that just beat Huntington, scored 89 points on Huntington, and to 2 points in a quarter.
Seal fires and McDonald spins through, puts it up, doesn't get the fall. Great putback by Will McDonald. So Will already into double digits with just over 1 quarter of play complete. Loose ball. Will's got it again. Flying down the floor and has it knocked out of bounds. So Will making noise offensively and defensively.
Well, I mean, right now, defense, when we play defense like this is so much fun to watch. Keep sharing the ball.
Worley from 3, missed. Great rebound by Kylan Seal. Put back, too strong. Will McDonald's got it.
Call Will for going a little contact on the rebound, going over the back. Did they call a foul the first quarter?
What?
Was there a foul called the first quarter?
Not that I know of. It was a pretty clean quarter of play.
I think that was the first quarter, or the first foul. I better get that board good,
And that
Colin.
three-point ball from Damesworth comes up short. And it's Hickman County again. Qualls from the wing. Dribbles in, has it knocked loose, but there's Brown with the recovery. Oh, and that's a great defensive play there by Brennan Dilly. McDonald wide open in the corner.
That hand saved a shot right there.
And with the
Bulldogs, in this situation, I want to see us keep moving the ball. Keep penetrating, keep passing for that extra shot.
Walls, the logo.
Get the ball moving, get the ball moving, get the ball moving.
Hands off to McDonald.
Quick swing.
Goes to Worley.
There you go, swing it. Take it to the other side.
Now Will slowing things down. Will wants to drive. Past the corner, well guarded by Damesworth, knocking it out of bounds. Again, preventing an open corner shot that would have been for Braden Brown.
Waverly had that scouted. They knew when Will went baseline that he was going to throw the ball to the corner.
Nice pass to Seal. Puts it up. It's good. Left-handed
Nice
Kylan
left.
Seal.
Nice left there by Kylan.
Waverly now. Pump fakes. Walls playing tight. Gets it out driving. Wants to go all the way. High off the glass. No good. Great positioning by Seal to secure the rebound. McDonald drives right past him. Open three. It's up. No good. Rattles out. That would have been an exciting sequence.
That would have been fun. Will with the hesitation put him on ice.
Knocked out of bounds. And it's going to stay with Waverly. We got a big substitution here. 4 guys coming in for the Dogs. Puckett, Goodwin, McKinnon, and Floyd. Brody Worley will be the man to remain on the floor.
Waverly's gone small. We're going a little bit big with Tyler here, so.
In the corner, Floyd playing
good
defense.
job by Will, or by Jack right there, getting back into it.
Wing 3 on the way, rattles out.
That's a way to battle. That's a way to battle, Jack.
And I was watching Jack play in the JV game earlier tonight, and what a player he is. And he has been making the most of his minutes that Coach Dawson has given him. You can just feel that he makes a positive impact every time he's on the floor. Pulls from 3, just a bit off, but an easy rebound for McKinnon in the Jack. Out to Worley. Worley dribbles, pull from the stripe, rattles out. McKinnon's got another board.
Call Tyler for the push. I'm going to disagree with that because Tyler just reached straight up. He's just bigger there.
Punishing him for being tall. That's Tyler's first foul tonight. The second team foul called on the Dogs in the second quarter of play. Cooksey now guarded by Puckett. Dribbles right. Goodwin there. Into his dribbling lane. Driving his Damesworth, spinning through.
There's Tyler. He had
Dilly.
second thoughts right there.
Pass kicks off his man Damesworth out of bounds into the Bulldog bench. It's Hickman County ball.
5 minutes left to go in the second quarter here. Bulldogs still 2 points is what they've given up.
And Dilly jumps the passing lane, but Goodwin able to stay with it. Floyd up top. Guarded by Cooksey, goes left. Jack, nice bounce pass to Goodwin, drives out to Worley.
One more.
There's Puckett to McKinnon inside, spins through, off the glass, missed. It's a fight for the ball. And Ralston's got it. And Ron, right there, if Worley just goes left, had a wide open Jack Floyd.
Yep.
But hindsight's always 20/20.
One thing you always want to do in basketball is you want to try to reverse the floor. As Waverly hits a 3 right there.
And that was a nice 3 there by Aiden Ralston. A daunting task to shoot it over a 6'6" center.
Well, they're moving Tyler out to a place where he's not quite comfortable playing out on the perimeter.
Goodwin goes left to Worley. Out of Puckett. Goes right, screen by McKinnon. Wide open Worley. A good job by Williams to crash.
That's a kick.
And a kick ball.
Offense has died down a little bit. What was the score at the quarter? I don't even remember. 23-2?
Yes. There's Jack at the left wing. Corner, Puckett, open look. Missed. And McKinnon tips it to Floyd, who gets it to Goodwin. Now it's Worley in the right corner. Brody steps through, pulls for two, missed. And it's
Jack
a scrap.
Floyd in there rebounding.
And a jump ball. The possession arrow will still favor Waverly, but a great effort by the freshman. When Floyd got a hand on it. Dominic Williams tries bringing it up. Now he wants to drive through into the paint. Steps. Fadeaway. Rattles out. No good. A blocking foul called on Carter Goodwin.
Carter kind of slid under him as he went up right there. If he'd have slid up and stayed straight up without that extra step, he'd have gotten away with it. But he called the foul on the floor. All right.
Interesting.
We'll take that.
Inside, Brooks goes up over Goodwin. Left-handed shot missed, and McKinnon just dominant inside. Not a chance for a blue jersey to come up with that ball. Tim fires. Kicks off the rim. Worley runs it down, saves it, floats it right into the hands of Rumsey, but Brody tips it out, almost got the takeaway. But it's Waverly ball. Brooks guarded by Goodwin. Kicks it out to Ralston. Burns drives on Worley. Goodwin there to help. Ball knocked loose. And Rumsey comes up with it. Somehow, some way. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Nice reverse layup
right there
by Dominic Williams.
That's a nice move.
27-7.
Get the offense going. Keep the ball moving.
Floyd up top, guarded by Ralston. Bounce pass right to McKinnon. Quick swing to Goodwin. Goodwin looking for help and finds Worley.
No urgency right now, kind of walking through spots. A couple of guys acting a little tired. This probably wouldn't be a bad time to sub.
Worley backing down, looking for
There's
help.
a double. Nope.
Finds Goodwin, but Ralston jumps it, knocks it free, and Rumsey picks up the loose ball. Here comes Burns, pulls from the free throw line, missed, and Brody runs it down. Now to Floyd up the floor. Under 90 seconds to play in the first half. Floyd out to Worley, gives to Goodwin. That three sails too strong. Oh, and Rumsey saves it by throwing it off the face of Tyler McKinnon. That's one way to do it.
That is.
And we got some subs here for the Dogs. I believe it's a full-blown team sub.
Yeah, five guys came in. What we got to keep up is our defensive intensity right now.
Seal, Hutchison, Brown, McDonald, and Qualls in for the Bulldogs.
We're not getting out. We're not running as much now. Sometimes you lose your defensive intensity, forgetting that it's your defense that's allowing that to happen.
Pass inside. Rumsey off the glass for two. A minute to play in the half. And McDonald, the last man to touch it, so a nice defensive play by Malachi Burns to get Waverly the ball back. Williams goes around Qualls. Kicks to the corner. Cooksey fires. Brooks up top. 4-3. It's short. Into the hands of Braden Brown. Down the Qualls, drives on Brooks, lays it off the glass for two.
Good job right there, Dylan. I like that. No Euro step, no nothing. Had a smaller guy on him. Straight to the rim, 2 points.
Looking inside for Rumsey, but only finds Kylan Seal. 20 seconds to play in the half. Let time wind to make sure this is the final offensive possession of the half. Under 10 seconds. Qualls drive, steps through, floats it up, missed. It's a fight for the ball. Waverly's got it. Half a second to go and just too much traffic to get a good shot off. And that's how the first half will end. Your score, Hickman County leads by 20, 29-9 over Waverly. When we come back, we will hear from the head coach, of the Hickman County Lady Dogs. As per usual, Gavin Gordon, don't go anywhere.
This broadcast of Friday Night Lights on WNKX is brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas Hickman Hospital. MLEC and ML Connect, your trusted source for power and broadband. Pizza Hut of Centerville. McDonald Funeral Home and the McDonald Family. Heritage Bank and Trust, and Three Rivers Community Health Group in Lyles. We appreciate these trusted local businesses for making this broadcast possible. We will return in just a moment.
And welcome back to WNKX live on YouTube, Facebook, or the Access Tennessee app available on Roku. And we are joined now, as per usual, by the head coach of the Hickman County Lady Dogs, Coach Gavin Gordon. Ron, I'll turn it over to you.
Coach Gordon, it kind of looked like during the game, it was a game of runs. One team go on a run, take a lead, and the other team would do the same thing, and just kind of went back and forth. And at some point, I don't know what exactly the score was. Y'all were behind, but y'all ended up making the run that kind of got you out ahead in the finish. So what was the difference at that point in the game right there that allowed y'all to kind of take control of the game and end up with a 26-27 point win?
Yeah, I think it was just having a little bit more energy, a little bit more focus. We missed several easy layups where we're getting to the rim and kind of got a little bit lack of confidence that way, I guess. But they were letting us play physical tonight, and we kind of adjusted a little bit. That's what I was saying. That's part of being a good basketball team, right? Knowing when they're going to let you be a little bit more handsy and not. So we got out in passing lanes where it was a little bit more physical in the second and fourth quarter, and I think it's kind of what brought us to stretch.
One of the things I noticed, you were talking about the physical part, and that was the next thing I was going to mention. Zoe Chilton really adapted to that. And I saw her several times just getting really physical, going for the ball, taking the ball, making some key plays there in that third and fourth quarter.
Yeah, I thought in the fourth especially, she kind of pulled us through and really set the tone for it. There was one play specifically on the right side of the court where she got a tip on the ball. It bounced a little bit. She dove on the floor after the ball, kick up, other kick up to a player, wide open layup, and it just kind of sparked us, man. And a healthy Zoe Chilton for the first time in years is impressive to watch, and that's what we preach: is 50-50 balls have to be ours, and lay it on the floor for it. And that was the kind of the spark for it in that fourth quarter.
Now, Coach, I want to ask you a question before we're done with this interview. I want to go back to the fourth quarter. Towards the end, you get the younger girls in, the sophomores and below. And me and Ron mentioned during the broadcast that Waverly, even with their starters, a very talented bunch, I might add, they went, 3 or 4 minutes without scoring a point off those younger girls. So can you speak to the trust you have in those young ladies as they continue to develop through your system?
Oh, 100%, and I have 100% confidence in them. They're just as big as part of this as anybody else. We're teaching aggressiveness, we're teaching being up the line in defense, and that's kind of what that younger team does. With Rachel Puckett, Tinley Davis, Josie Hassel has turned it on as of late. Carly Everett kind of leading the charge of that sophomore group and being a calming presence as well. And even Aubrey Gordon is coming in, and if there's one thing Aubrey Gordon is, it's aggressive, and she's going to find the ball, and she has a nose for it. It's fun to watch. It's going to be a fun next couple of years to watch, and we're going to be an aggressive team, and that's who we are.
Well, once again, Coach, congratulations on your win tonight over Waverly. We're excited to watch you guys in action again tomorrow night on the road against Wayne County. But, folks, for now, we're going to step away for a few minutes before we resume with second half action here from J.E. Cisco Memorial Gymnasium. And welcome back to WNKX. We are about 60 seconds away from resuming with second half action from inside J.E. Cisco. Hickman County leads Waverly 29-9. And Ron, that was probably one of the more impressive halves we've seen from Hickman County, more specifically that first quarter.
Well, the defense, the whole half was very, very good. Defensively, that first quarter, everybody was just scrambling. Everybody was in the right spots. Every shot was tough. The second half, the defense was pretty good. I mean, we held them to 7 points the second half. The thing I didn't like not the second half, but the second quarter, the thing I didn't like the second quarter was our shots started getting harder. I think they outscored us 7-6 the second quarter. I think we were up 23-2 at the end of the first, and now your score's sitting at 29-9. So the Dogs have to do a better job, to me, of creating shots for each other in the offensive set. Don't rely on the one-on-one. Don't rely on. Actually, I'm good with one-on-one. Don't make it one-on-two, one-on-three. When it goes one-on-two, one-on-three, somebody's got a one-on-0. So.
And looking back to that first half, Will McDonald was the leading scorer for the Dogs with 11 points on 3 3-point shots and 1 2-point bucket. Dylan Qualls had 8 with 4 field goals. Braden Brown had 4. Tyler McKinnon had 4, and Kylan Seal had 2. So a pretty balanced first half with Will McDonald stepping up and hitting those shots that he really wanted to start making again.
Yeah, Will and Dylan had really good halves.
But I think as well, Ron, if you're Hickman County, you don't want to get overconfident because a 20-point deficit with a talented team like Waverly, they can overcome it, but it makes it a lot harder when Will McDonald's knocking down those threes, starting off the third quarter strong.
Like that, it's going to be hard.
Brooks inside to Rumsey. On McKinnon, spinning through, trying to find a lane, puts up a shot, probably couldn't even see the bucket, and it's missed, and Tim secures it.
Tim with about his 6th rebound of the game right now. Had to fight for that one.
Qualls wants to drive. Step. Nice shot by Qualls. A 2-point finish for Dylan. And Qualls is now in double digits on the night with 10. Brooks at the wing. Dribbles in. Gives. Corner. Williams. Out to Ralston. Now Brooks back up top, has a lane, tries to drive, kick to Rumsey at the wing, goes up top to Burns, fires a bullet to Ralston, goes over McKinnon, kicks off the rim, Burns rebound, put back is good.
Dylan got to go rebounding right there. He just kind of turned and looked, and his guy slipped by him. Put a body on him, go get him.
And in the third quarter, Waverly is now in double digits. Will drive, spins through, has it knocked out of bounds.
So that's where we've got to understand, when we put the ball on the floor, they took 3 guys right at Will. He went to that spin move, and he's got no chance of coming out of that. He's got to realize next time I want to drive there, they're going to suck down, and somebody's going to be wide open. They're starting to send double and triple teams at him.
Williams goes right to Brooks. Burns now. Williams inside to Rumsey. Rumsey spins through some nice moves. Layup comes up short. Tries to go around McKinnon. I believe that was Tim Puckett with another rebound.
Get the ball moving. Here we go. There he is.
Will, wide open three.
That
this
was a
time
little off, but that's a good set, good play right there.
They're going to take those looks 10 times out of 10.
You're not going to hit them all.
Burns dribbles right, high post, feeds to Rumsey, underneath, back out, Ralston. Working on Tim Puckett. Some quick passes. Burns now at the wing. He pulls from 3 over Dylan Qualls, and he knocks it down. 34-13.
What I'm noticing with Waverly is they're really hesitant right now to shoot around the rim. Tyler McKinnon's changing their shots.
McKinnon hands to McDonald. Will.
There's those 3 guys on him. There
Bounce
we go.
pass to McKinnon. Puts it off the glass. Oh, my gosh.
Nice little turnaround bank shot right there.
Tyler McKinnon, what a game he's had so far. You can't help but laugh.
Well, I love the fact he's scoring, but on defense is where he's really made the big keys out here.
And Rumsey tries to shoot over McKinnon, missed it, and it's out of bounds off the Dogs. Williams throws it into Brooks. Brooks fires from three, misses it left, and McKinnon's got the rebound. Qualls flying down the left side.
Swing it, get the ball moving.
Nice move, wants to drive, lost it though. Tries to save it, but it falls right into the hands of Ty Brooks. Brooks down the floor, zigging and zagging his way to the bucket. He missed it. Rumsey rebound. Tries for the putback, and a foul is called on McKinnon, who seemed to be pretty vertical, Ron.
Yeah, he came back, and I probably would have called a foul there too because his hands came across his wrist.
So as Rumsey goes to the line to attempt these 2 free throws, Ron, what has Hickman County been doing schematically on defense that's made them so hard to stop?
Well, they're making them. Waverly really wants to attack the rim. That's where they get a lot of their points. They put the ball on the floor. They got a couple of good shooters, but most of them attack the rim. Number 2 is normally one of their leading scorers. And they're funneling everything toward Tyler, and Tyler's changing all the shots.
And Rumsey knocks down the free throw. And Corbin Rumsey's a player that I remember talking about last year. He has consistently been one of Waverly's more talented scorers, so kudos to the Dog defense for being able to contain that young man. McDonald drives, steps through. What a move! Oh my goodness!
Will's feeling it.
Will McDonald seems like he can do no wrong, and that's
There's
a 3
28
jacked up.
footer.
That 3 was jacked up from the parking lot.
Tim might end up with 10 rebounds tonight.
Will steps through. Kicks it. Qualls. Pump fake. Dribbles through. Spinning through traffic. Good grief. That's a lot of contact and a foul. Now, how close was Dylan there to a travel?
He traveled.
Okay. I was making sure.
I'm not sure. He went from 18 feet to about 6 feet, carrying 3 people on the ball. So there's got to be a foul, travel, something there. They called the foul.
And Qualls knocks down the first free throw. That's why we love you, Ron, telling it like it is. And Dylan misses the second, tipped out of bounds. Oh, and how about Will hopping over it? McKinnon tries to bank it off the glass. Qualls goes for the rebound. Unfortunately, that rebound was at the cost of him essentially jumping on top of a Waverly player.
Well, see, I disagree with that. He jumped straight up, and the Waverly player came underneath him, boxing him out. That's a foul on Waverly. You can't undercut somebody.
Williams fires a high ball corralled by Damesworth. Nice bounce pass to Burns inside. Good ball movement, good back cut, and good finish.
Dogs went to their 13th zone. Waverly was ready for it. Let's move the ball. Let's stop the one-on-one. Let's move the ball.
Qualls drives, baseline. Kicks to the corner. Tries to go back to McDonald, pass behind him into the hands of Burns. Now it's Damesworth driving on Puckett, 3-on-3. McKinnon got a hand on it, stopping his progress, but he dribbles out. When Qualls trying to knock the ball out, but he's called for another foul. That'll be his second tonight. Hickman County's 3rd team foul of the 3rd quarter. And a timeout's going to be called on the floor. So far, Hickman County outscoring Waverly 10-8 in this 3rd quarter of play.
Well, if you take out the first quarter, the game's been pretty close. You know, we're up by 1 point. If you take out that second quarter, and you know, a lot of it is, I feel like offensively we're getting away from what we were doing. you don't expect to keep a team shut out for the whole game, but we've got to put a few more points on the board.
And while you have a point that since the first quarter it has been close, as we've seen in the past, though, it can be those one-quarter fall-aparts that cost you a game.
And we hope to stay away from that. If we'll keep playing defense the way we're playing defense, that won't happen. We're playing good defense. We're playing hard defense. We're holding them to one shot. What I don't want to see is all of a sudden they go on an 8-10-0 run and feel like they have a chance now.
Confidence is a big part of it. Williams inbounds to Rumsey, who hands back to Williams. Dribbles in. Looking for help. Gets it out to Burns. Burns hands off. Williams in the paint. Puts it up and in. That was a tough shot right there. Over the hand, outstretched arm of McKinnon.
Kind of at an odd angle. Had to flip it over his head.
McDonald gives the Qualls over to McKinnon. Puck it up top. Quickly over to Dillon.
Move the ball. Move the ball. Keep the ball moving. Keep the ball moving. That makes the defense have to adjust. Back cut.
Brown drives baseline. Nice pass to McKinnon. Tries to go up and he's fouled.
That was a great penetration by Brown. Drew the defender. Bounce pass to Tyler. That's good offense right there.
I thought we were about to see, as the kids say, somebody put on a T-shirt right there when McKinnon went up.
I thought he was just going to shoot it, and then at the last moment, it was like, I may dunk this thing.
And McKinnon knocks down the first free throw. Under 2 minutes to play in the third, 40-19, your score in favor of the Dogs. A second free throw is missed. Easy rebound for Damesworth. Burns, quick fire from three. Line drive missed. And another rebound for Tim Puckett. To Qualls. Back to Brown. Pulls from three.
Bam. Oh, I thought he had it. I thought he had it.
McDonald guarded by Damesworth. Now it's Brown near the logo. Under 90 seconds to play in the quarter. Fires to McKinnon at the elbow. Back to Puckett.
Dive. Tyler will dive right there. He'll get something.
McDonald back to Puckett, but a foul is called on Waverly.
Can't believe they called that foul. It's been a wrestling match the whole night. We'll take it.
Qualls inside, goes up off the glass, missed. McKinnon, a little palm strike, trying to put it back in. To no avail, and it's Waverly ball. Ralston gives out to Burns. And Billy had an open look, but doesn't take it. Instead gives way to Damesworth. He wants to drive, spinning through, over Brown, missed it right, and Qualls with the rebound. Trying to fight out, and he's fouled by Burns.
And that's what Waverly has faced all night long, is our defense is just suffocating right now. There's no easy shots.
And on top of that, there's not a lot of second chance opportunities either for Waverly if they miss the shot. Brown dribbles, hands out the Puckett, corner three, missed again. McDonald tips it out, and a foul is called as the quarter ends. And at the end of three, your score, Dogs 40, Tigers 19, fourth quarter on the way when we come back.
This broadcast of Friday Night Lights on WNKX is brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas Hickman Hospital. MLEC and ML Connect, your trusted source for power and broadband. Pizza Hut of Centerville. McDonald Funeral Home and the McDonald family. Heritage Bank and Trust and Three Rivers Community Health Group in Lyles. We appreciate these trusted local businesses for making this broadcast possible. We will return in just a moment.
And welcome back to WNKX. Fourth quarter on the way from J.E. Cisco. Hickman County with a commanding lead, 21-point deficit, as Waverly face 40-19. And Ron, what this game kind of reminded me of a little bit was the Ravenwood game, except we're playing the role of Ravenwood.
You know what? That's a really good analogy right there. You know, our defense has just stifled Waverly. Every time they try to drive, there's two guys waiting on them. They try to kick it. We scramble quick. We're cutting everything off. They don't have easy shots, and that's exactly the way we felt at Ravenwood. We couldn't get anything going.
So the Tigers to start us off in the fourth quarter. It's Burns. Wants to drive, and Qualls leaves his hands up in the air. Don't want to draw a foul. The shot missed. Oh, a nice cross by Brown. Open look for McDonald. Have mercy! Will McDonald caps off an insane move by Braden Brown. Ron, that was one of those
Sick little
shots.
crossover in the middle of the floor on the run.
Ron, that was one of those shots where if Will misses it, he's probably getting an earful from BB in the locker room after this game.
We'll be all right.
And they answer back with a three of their own. I think it would be jokingly, of course, a little rubbing. And Brown, spin move. He was feeling it there with that shot.
It looked good till he shot it.
And Burns knocks down the mid-range too.
So again, we don't want to get into a run and gun game this quarter. Let's slow it down. They're going to press a little bit here, get it across. Here's Tim with the three.
And it missed, so
he hasn't felt it tonight, but
I think he's 0 for 4,
defense.
0 for
He's
5,
0 for 4 right now.
But he has been playing a really good defensive game, which has been the reason why Hickman County's been winning tonight. Burns pulls. He fires. It's good from three.
So now Waverly's starting to feel it a little bit here. So, you know, we need to score this time down. It's 16 points right now. They're starting to press a little bit.
Will steps into a three. He can't miss.
Although they may want to guard him at some point tonight.
It would be a viable strategy, yeah.
If they want to get back in it, they can't give him those shots.
Pulls, contested three, a foul, and that'll be 3 free throws for Damesworth.
Bulldogs need to do a little bit better job right now. They're just rising up and shooting threes and feeling comfortable. We need to get into them, make them start penetrating again.
It is 6 threes made tonight for Will McDonald, and Damesworth's first free throw missed.
He's been on tonight. Shots look really good. He's been waiting for this because I know it's been frustrating for him. He hasn't been shooting as well as he's wanted to.
And with the game like tonight for Will, you know that's going to piggyback onto some future performances as well. We got some subs here. Carter Goodwin, Brody Worley, and Kylan Seal all back in for the Dogs. Will McDonald remains on the floor. And Damesworth goes 2 for 3 during that trip.
Staying in the press right now. Got to make that. Got to make that. That's a foul. I was about to say, that's a foul. He just grabbed his arm.
A lot of contact, trying to strip the ball free. has McDonald. Picks up his dribble, finds Brown, fires to Goodwin. Oh, and Goodwin looking for Worley watch out student section. That ball goes flying at Mach 10.
That was a pretty hard pass to catch from 10 feet.
It's like he was playing a good old-fashioned game of burnout with his teammate. Brooks wants to drive inside. Looks for Rumsey over his head. Tries to save it. But it's Will McDonald that comes up with it. Spins through. Tries to dish off to Brown. Beebe saves it. Seal off the glass for two. Missed. It's being tipped around. Malachi Burns has it. Burns down to Brooks. Led him perfectly. What a pass. What a finish. 2 points for the Tigers.
We're looking at a 15-point game now.
Not over by any stretch. Will from three. It's a three-point party. Everybody's dying to get in. Will McDonald.
Every time I say that, Will hits another three.
That last three-point call was brought to you by the McDonald Funeral Home.
There you go, Will.
And Will with a takeaway.
Good decision right there, Will. Good basketball right there.
Gives to Seal. Nice pass. Tries to go up. Rumsey, nice defense underneath. The backboard helped him a little bit on the defensive end.
He got too far under the goal on that right there.
Williams out. Brooks from three. Short. McDonald's got the board. Will McDonald has been doing it all tonight. Defensively, rebounding, scoring. And a takeaway. There goes Williams. Worley tries to go for the block.
Looked like a pretty good block, but they call the foul.
And right there, Ron, we saw the frustration of Coach Dawson after that takeaway.
Well, that's just, you've got to protect the ball. You when you dribble, especially with the defender on, you got to keep it tight. You can't get it out loose. I think Brody made a move, expected him to go the other way, so he brought the ball back, and the defender was still there.
And Williams goes 2 for 2. And a timeout's called on the floor. Timeout is called by Waverly as they try to talk things over with 3 minutes and 52 seconds left in this one. Dogs up 49-33 over the Tigers.
Coach Rawson sitting there thinking 16-point game. It's still a game. He's going to come up, draw out a press, try to get a couple of turnovers.
Well, on top of this game, Waverly wants to avenge that loss earlier in the year. But as we know, Waverly and Hickman County, this is a rivalry game. I mean, if you expected the Tigers to roll over after that first quarter, you were unfortunately sorely mistaken.
Yeah, they're not going to do that.
I mean, both teams well coached. There's a reason that Waverly's 12-6 right now. There's a reason they're 1-0 in the district. There's a reason they're coming off of that big win that you mentioned earlier over Huntington.
Full court 1-2-2 press right now. Need somebody in the middle. Braden said he'll go there. Comes a trap. It's going to be a foul.
So Will trying to dribble out of danger there. Finds himself fouled. That's the second team foul on Waverly this quarter. They match Hickman County's 2 team fouls. They'll get number 4. Dominic Williams is the guilty party, his first foul tonight. Will being double teamed. Finds Brown. Back to Will. Pump fakes to Goodwin. Fires to Seal high post. Goodwin.
Pull out, get out of the
Nice
corner.
pump fake. Goes for two. Missed it. Rattles off the rim. Rebounded by Ty Brooks. And there goes Ralston, left side. Feeds up to Cooksey. Cooksey dribbles in the paint. Kicks it, looking for Williams, out of bounds. Nice snag there by Coach Ralston.
I thought he was about to pull up and shoot. He used to be able to. I bet he still can.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. Goodwin guarded by Cooksey, 10 on 10. Oh, a bullet. Nice hands by McDonald. And a foul again called on Waverly. They're going to get number 0, Ty Brooks, on the foul, his second tonight. Will Mack will throw it in next to the scorer's table. Fires to Seal,
Right
guarded
off
by
the
Rumsey.
handoff here. Number 2 had it red. He just didn't quite get in position at time. If he got there a little bit earlier, he could have gotten a charge. That's going to be their 4th foul.
Still get number 2, Corbin Rumsey, on the foul, his second tonight. And down to the corner, it's Seal. Looking for a way out. Is double teamed, and a walk as he hits the floor. Kylan, not a fan of the call, nor is Coach Dawson, but we go either way there.
There was a reason he fell down, and it wasn't that he just wanted to.
There was a ladybug on the floor that he tripped over. Inside to Rumsey. Guarded by Seal. Out to Brooks. Nice pass, threading the needle to Rumsey. Lays it up, but misses it.
Got a
Burns
rebound,
put back,
guys.
missed, and a foul.
Got a rebound.
Looks like they'll get Brody Worley, I think. No, it's Kylan Seal.
Got Kylan on it.
Burns makes the first free throw. And Taylor Hutchison and Jack Floyd subbing in for Brody Worley and Braden Brown. Free throw number 2 on the way for Burns. And this one's good after rattling around a few times. 49-35 your score. 2:37 to go in the 4th quarter. Dogs are ahead.
14-point game here. Still a whole lot of time left to play right here.
Especially if they're not careful with the ball. Finds Seal, but it's Ralston with the takeaway. Out to Williams. Baseline, blocking foul on Kylan. And some more subs from Waverly, back-to-back substitutions. So Ralston comes in and comes right back out.
He's going offense-defense right now.
Fires out to Damesworth, very good shooter. Steps, contested shot off balance, almost knocks it down. Rebounded by Williams. Kicks it to Rumsey. Back to Brooks. From the wing. 3 on the way. It's good. Ty Brooks, arguably the best three-point shooter on this Waverly team.
And now we're at an 11-point game.
That's going to do a lot for the confidence of Waverly if they see it in the single digits. And a takeaway. That should be easy points. A layup for Williams. And we've got single digits from J.E. Cisco.
We've got some pretty good players on the bench right now.
And Goodwin's fouled by Williams, a quick whistle. Under 2 minutes to play, 1:51, and that is the 15th foul on Waverly, which is huge because that means Carter Goodwin free throws incoming. Goodwin misses the first, and Ron, Hickman County has not scored in some time.
No, we have not.
And it looks like Qualls and McKinnon about to sub back in. I assume those were the good players you were talking about. Hickman County does have tremendous depth, one of their biggest strengths. Out to Damesworth, steps into a three, missed. Goodwin runs it down, great rebound. Now to McDonald, lays it up and in. Very wise,
Good
cerebral
decision.
decision.
We needed those 2 points right there.
And if you smoke that dunk right there, that's all momentum for Waverly. Burns knocks down a three. 52-43 your score. Back to single digits again. Timeout on the floor. This is a long minute and 23 seconds.
Well, we're about halfway through that 237. I think it was 237, 240 left was, I think we had an 18-point lead, 16-point lead, something like that. And they got it cut to 8 pretty quick.
Jack Floyd throwing it in. It's Floyd, Goodwin, Qualls, McDonald, and Puckett on the floor for the Dogs. Inbound to Tim. Back to Floyd. A lot of trust in the freshman.
If I'm Waverly, I may be trying to foul the freshman right here.
Pass to Puckett. Back to Floyd. Floyd dribbling out of traffic, gets it to Goodwin. Down to the hands of Tim Puckett. Back to Carter. Goodwin out to McDonald. Has it knocked loose. There goes Ralston. Spins through. There's Brooks. Cooksey.
That's a walk.
And a walk. .4 seconds. Dogs lead by 9. Nice move by Will.
Get it out. Here comes a trap. Get it out before they knock it away.
And he's fouled, and right there, Will was dangerously close to that midcourt line.
Well, I mean, we're not playing. We haven't played real smart basketball the fourth quarter.
That's Burns called for his second foul, and then it'll be shots for McDonald. And Will makes the first free throw, adding on to his stellar performance. McDonald misses the second. Qualls flies in, tries for the rebound, but it's Burns that has it. Cooksey lost it. And it's picked up by Brooks, who goes to the corner off balance. Missed it. Burns' putback is good. 20 seconds left. Timeout, Waverly. 53-45. Bulldogs still up front.
8 points, 20 seconds. I think we're in pretty good shape. But I'm hoping the Bulldogs and the coaches go back and really analyze this fourth quarter because it's been hard to watch.
Well, in this game, this is honestly one of the best games you could ask for film study. You had your best basketball in the first quarter and your worst in the fourth, so you can compare those and break those down at the very least.
Unfortunately, we've had several of those this year. Go back to the CA game.
Yeah.
You know, when we're good, we're really, really good. But when we take the pedal off the gas, we become very average.
A lot to learn in a short time to do it, of course, with Wayne County looming tomorrow night on the road also.
Well, and that may have been part of it. You know, Coach Dawson resting guys, trying to play guys. You get matchups in there that aren't used to playing with each other, and that makes chemistry hard too. But
So both teams taking the floor. Waverly out of timeouts. Inbound to McDonald.
Pass the ball.
Back to Floyd. Jack goes back
Gotta
to
get
Will.
it across. Got to get it across.
And a foul. That'll send Will to the line with 11.5. That was a lot of important seconds that drained off the clock, just for it to result in a chance for more Bulldog points. He's got the first.
What's he got? What's he got?
And Will goes 2 for 2. Inbound. 10 seconds to play. Ralston drives. Off the glass. Missed. Rebound
Good
by
rebound
Floyd.
there by Jack Floyd.
And some quick passes. It's Goodwin. And that's how this one's going to end, with Carter Goodwin dribbling it out. And the final score from J.E. Cisco. Your Hickman County Bulldogs victorious over the Waverly Central Tigers by a final score of 55-45. We're going to take one last commercial break. When we come back, a breakdown and a look at the stats from this last game. Don't go anywhere.
This broadcast of Friday Night Lights on WNKX is brought to you by Ascension St. Thomas Hickman Hospital. MLEC and ML Connect, your trusted source for power and broadband. Pizza Hut of Centerville. McDonald Funeral Home and the McDonald Family. Heritage Bank and Trust, and Three Rivers Community Health Group in Lyles. We appreciate these trusted local businesses for making this broadcast possible. We will return in just a moment.
Welcome back to WNKX for the post-game show. Your Hickman County Bulldogs were victorious by a final score of 55-45 over Waverly. So, Ron, let's talk about it. This game started off pretty much the best you could ask for if you're Coach Dawson. I mean, the final score at the end of the first quarter was, what, 23-2?
23-2. Dogs played great defense, moved the ball around, hitting shots. Will McDonald absolutely shot the ball phenomenally tonight. Seems like every time he shot it, you thought the ball was going in. But you know that was the big key in the game was the defense that first quarter.
Hickman County was absolutely locked down in that first quarter and really the whole first half if you want to broaden it out a little bit. But talk about Will McDonald a little bit. I mean, this is a game he has been wanting to have all season long. Finishing with 6 made threes, 25 points. Of course, the stats are tentative, so he could have maybe 1 or 2 less than 25, more give or take. But still a phenomenal night for him. But he played great defense as well, not just scoring the ball. He was good at playing smart basketball. We saw a couple of times there at the end. He had a chance where he might have otherwise tried to drive it, but instead pulls back up, passes back out, and sets up the offense, doesn't rush. A phenomenal game all around for Will McDonald.
I thought Will played well. I thought Dylan had a really good first half. He was attacking the rim, getting straight to the rim. Tyler McKinnon played really well tonight, I thought. Defensively, just being a man in the middle that changed shots. The defense funneled in there, and then the Bulldogs were able to clear rebounds. Most of the night they held them to 1 shot, was able to get the ball out and go.
And looking at the rest of the stat sheet here, Dylan Qualls finished with double digits. And it seems like Dylan is so consistent when it comes to his scoring numbers. He hovers somewhere between the 8 to 12 margin. He hovers in there, and he's always productive, it seems like, whenever he's driving in, whether it's passing the ball out to someone else or whether it's taking those shots himself. I know you mentioned earlier how on one of his drives he didn't do the Euro step. And I know I've talked to you a few times outside of the broadcast where you wish you would cut down on that just a little bit and just attack straight forward. And we saw exactly what happens when he does that tonight.
Well, there's a time for the Euro step. but sometimes also that Euro step gets your body out of line with the rim, and when your body's out of line with the rim, you're making the shot twice as hard. I'm a big believer in making everything as easy as you can in basketball because it's already hard enough.
Absolutely. I mean, look, Tyler McKinnon had a great game, just shy of double digits tonight, but we know that his productivity, if he's hovering around 8 to 10 points, that's a great night for McKinnon because of how he contributes in other ways.
Well, Tyler, if Tyler is able to be in that 8 to 10 point range, it makes things a whole lot easier on the rest of the team as far as offensive production.
Well, and if you're a defense, you realize, oh, goodness, this guy can score too, so now you got to crash him, and you leave these guys like Tim Puckett, like Will McDonald, like Brody Worley, these guys that shoot threes. You're giving them plenty of opportunities, and when those guys are open, they're probably not missing. Now, one takeaway from tonight, if you want to talk about something negative, I know we don't like doing that around here, but you have to. For one of the, maybe the only game all season, Tim Puckett finished with no made threes, no points at all.
Sometimes that happens as a shooter. The thing I liked about Tim is he played defense and he rebounded tonight. Shots don't always go. That's just the fact of the game. But one of the things I've always tried to preach is you can play defense and you can rebound. That doesn't take a whole lot of skill. It just takes effort.
And one of the stats we don't keep, of course, we only look at points with the makeshift sheet that we have up here, but we know they keep track of it down there at the table. I want to say Tim was pushing double-digit rebounds. He had to have been.
He could have been.
It was close. Looking at the other numbers as well, Kylan Seal played a pretty hefty amount of minutes tonight, even with the good game Tyler McKinnon was having. And Kylan, as always, so reliable underneath a physical but also athletic body there in the post.
Tyler brings energy. He brings energy out on the floor. He's always going to play hard.
Always. And, Braden Brown, he started off this game with a couple of buckets, but didn't really do much in that second half the way scoring goes. But still another guy that you always trust when he has the ball in his hands.
He did make a pretty good move here at mid-court there in the second half, that little crossover and in transition where he pushed it up to Will for the three.
Now, would you say, of all the games we've seen this year these dogs play, was that best assist of the year, maybe?
Possibly.
It's up there. If we had a top 10 ranking, it's there on the upper echelon for sure.
Yeah.
But overall, just a great start by the Dogs. Maybe some sputtering there towards the end, but what matters is they finished the job. They beat Waverly by double digits. Of course, their last contest, they won 58-46. Still hovering around that same margin, 55-45 this time tonight.
Well, the only stat that matters is the W at the end.
Absolutely. So Hickman County improves to 10-5 tonight, while Waverly falls to 12-7. But Hickman County, a big test coming up tomorrow night as they'll be on the road to Wayne County, a very good ball team. They're going to have to be on their very best defensively and offensively if they want to walk out of that one with a W.
Very, very solid. Very solid. Single A team. Of course, they finished second in the state last year. They had a 2,000-point score in Camfield. So we're going to have to play good basketball. Winning at Wayne County is a hard feat.
And we've already got the approval from Wayne County's athletic director. We will be bringing you coverage live tomorrow night. We're looking forward to seeing you then. But until then, for Ron Puckett, I've been Josh Copley. Thank you for joining us once again tonight via YouTube, Facebook, or the Access Tennessee app available on Roku. One last shout out to Joseph McCauley and John Michael Lewis, our student-led production crew here tonight. And thank you to Matthew Dotson for giving us such wonderful students to work with.